Well, with ECGridOS, rather than phone, fax, web forms, human contact with the van, and a messaging stream that is undifferentiated, you have functions. Function A may add a trading partner, TP. Function B may suspend. Function C may do other things like reports. It's all hosted by Lauren's infrastructure and their 2 data centers. So you'll have 90 functions to create very fine-grained, private label van services that you can do possibly things that nobody's even thought of, but you can certainly do what vans do, and you can do more, and I'll tell you why. With the vans, you can upload and download, and you distinguish by the ISA segment. With ECGridOS, because the functions are under your control, and you control the user access, session access, creation of the mailboxes, their identities, the QID addresses that they're mapped to, and the trading partners that they're mapped to, you now not only have an undifferentiated message stream, but you have a segmented message stream by user, session, network, messaging groups, because there is a rich series of metadata that you can add to the ECGrid network via the API. With 90 functions, you know you can do it. I can't cover all the functions in this video. That I suggest you go online for, but I want to distinguish between these 2 methods. Now, some people would say, are you telling me that ECGridOS with its 90 web services functions are easier than my file upload, download with AS2 or FTP? And I am not saying that. I'm not saying it's hard, but if that's all you're doing, and you're a developer at a company, and that's all you're doing, you have a relatively stable number of trading partners and users, the number of users behind your firewall in your ERP system is like maybe a stable 5, 10, or 12, that's fine. You know where your files are going, you have your processes mapped out. But if you are a B2B hub, a SaaS business that's doing B2B logistics, and you have EDI to do, typically the way it's gone is that you've configured EDI after you get the customer on the platform, and then you get them a van or an FTP connection for each one. And that is, quite frankly, not a good way to do it. So now we'll talk about, now that we know that the API is different from the van model, although Lauren is a full EDI routing network, we'll talk about the 2 business cases.